From that first stunning address at the 2004 Democratic Convention, the speech that launched him into national consciousness, Barack Obama made clear his yearning for a new kind of politics that would galvanize a fresh generation of voters. His white American mother and black African father had shared an abiding faith in the possibilities of this nation, he told the crowd to rousing response. They passed that faith on to him, and it stuck. Between that speech and now, as America's 44th president turns 60 and cultivates a post-White House life, Obama changed the United States and the world. His legacy evolves, along with the evolving vantage point of history. In terms of his character and temperament, there are points on which nearly everyone can agree. Obama was intelligent, restrained, dignified. An idealist, to be sure. A loving husband and father. Certainly, someone deeply dedicated to the mission he had been called to serve. As he was the first African American president this country has seen, his presence and power in the White House were symbolic as well as actual, his identity embodying a part of our national identity that was messy and not easily defined. Because of the very strangeness of my heritage and the worlds I straddled, Obama wrote, I was from everywhere and nowhere at once, a combination of ill-fitting parts, like a platypus or some imaginary beast. Politically, Obama's accomplishments were numerous and varied, the most significant of them arguably being the Affordable Care Act ACA. It provided health coverage to 20 million people, including 4 million Hispanic people and 3 million African Americans. As Thomas Holt, a University of Chicago professor emeritus of American and African American history, has described it, passage of the ACA placed Obama in the same historical ranks as Franklin D. Roosevelt for instituting Social Security and Lyndon B. Johnson for Medicare. Obama will also be remembered for rescuing the country from the brink of financial disaster, as the economic meltdown he inherited upon taking office was the worst America had faced since the Great Depression, with an unemployment rate that had reached 10%. And thousands of foreclosures forced by the collapse of the housing market. Almost immediately as president, Obama put in place the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, a stimulus package containing $787 billion in tax cuts and spending. The legislation, ultimately credited with saving some 2.5 million American jobs, was passed without a single Republican vote in the House. In his final speech in office, Obama included other accomplishments in his tally, reminding us that his administration saw the dawn of a new era with Cuba after 55 years of discord, that under his leadership military forces took out Osama bin Laden, that he succeeded in bringing marriage equality to LGBTQ couples, and that he was responsible for shutting down Iran's nuclear weapons program without firing a shot. Alright folks, for more videos subscribe to Oddity and hit that bell icon too. Adios.